welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And the wide open shot from Bellinelli. It's good from long range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Three-pointer. Trains the three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Now here's Bellinelli. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Shields. Here is the open three to cap the break.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
There's a good screen. Out to the right wing. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. When I asked him how hard it is to game plan for Paul George, he just chuckled. He said he's one of the hardest guys in the league to guard. I really challenged our team to make sure we're communicating whenever he has the ball. It will be, as always, a team-first approach to slowing down PG-13. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Clyburn. They get it again. Here's Hackett, 6 to shoot. A three-pointer off the mark. Mirotic, a screen on Bellinelli. Shields. The offensive rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Outside, Bellinelli. Good on the triple. Bellinelli's got 9. Bellinelli's gone an outstanding 3 of 4 from three-point territory. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Shot clock at 6. There's the three. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. Shields. The long distance three is buried. He's got 6.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Back to Bellinelli. Launches it. Does not find the target. That makes him 3 for 5. Shields. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Clyburn. Sinks the three-pointer.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed. Never in a hurry.
Puts up a deep 3. That's his 4th miss from the floor. He's made 2 of his shots. 1:14 left in the first quarter. Sinks the triple.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Balmaro, the pass to Mirotic. The quick look, no good that time.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Shengelia can't hit. There's 48 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Shields. Bellinelli is covering. He doesn't hit that one.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Clyburn. The three-pointer, no good. Fires the 3. The shot, no good.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
A three-pointer is right on target.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
We've got Courtney, and it's Morgan in at the point. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Morgan.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. And we'll see if that's the answer.
We've got Zizic, and it's Kaycock in at the 4. Here's Quizier, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Courtney. Fires from the wing. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. He has 5.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
They get it back. Out to Brooks. Stolen away. Fast break. Here we go. No good from Courtney. Now here's Brooks. Guarded closely. Fires from deep. And it's Zizic with the rebound. Second quarter of basketball. Just over a minute and a half played. Here's Courtney. Hits it from three-point range. Courtney's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to McCormick. Here's Cozier. McCormick passes to Brooks. Looking to end the run. That's a miss, his second after 2 shots. With the prospect of making a big lead even bigger.
And you got to jump at this chance. Stretch that lead out as much as possible.
He was all alone on that one. Courtney's got 6.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
Off target with his 3.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks. No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful. This is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Brooks misses. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Drills it from outside.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Courtney can't get it to go.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
The tray kept alive. Pass to McCormick. Here's Quizier. Out to Brooks. Here's Cozier. Lets it go with a 3. Buries it from three-point range. He has 6.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Courtney, the pass to Zizic. The 3 ball. Pass to Morgan. Puts up a deep 3. McCormick with the rebound.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. It was maybe a step out of his range.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And Brooks gets it to go. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
From deep 3-point territory.
Splash! Splash!
It fell in!
Splash! Take that with you!
There is
Take that
no
with
way
you.
we just saw that. Oh! A dominating first half of basketball, and so far it hasn't been close. Delivering the blowout. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Glancing at the upcoming schedule when you guys played against one another, did you always have your games circled on the calendar? Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the home team. And that's a halftime.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Pass to Bellinelli. Fires for 3. No good. There's the screen. Shields. Drains it from beyond the arc. He's got 9.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
Bellinelli passes to Hackett. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And here's Mirotic from beyond the arc, and no good. Mirotic has gone 1 of 4 so far. Shoots the 3. Mirotic grabs the miss.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
From deep. Good on the 3-point shot.
They've given up a lot of 3-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Bellinelli for 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Bellinelli's got 12 in the game.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Mirotic the screen. Shields. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Outside, Bellinelli. Mirotic grabs the miss. Mirotic just got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And really deep 3 that time.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And they're running. Bellinelli for 3. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
He's really picked up where he left off in the first.
Bellinelli's gotten half of his 10 shots to fall. 5 makes from the field so far. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden is still a factor at age 35. He says, I'm more than a scorer, so for me, it's just impacting the game at the highest level. Kevin, he's led the league in scoring 3 times, but he's also led the league in assists. Well, pretty much true. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Don't forget, he rebounds as well as any guard right now in the NBA.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Shields. Bellinelli is covering. Here's Paul Morrow. His first attempt of the game finds the target. There's 1:40 left here in the third quarter. Guys, nothing has really come easy for them today.
Yeah, definitely not their best basketball.
Mirotic the screen. Shields. No good with the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
A three for Mirotic. That's tipped, and that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession. .105 left in the third quarter of the game. The three knocks down the three ball. 21 points in the game.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Bellinelli for three. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Shot from the wing. Rebound by Shingelia.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Fires from way outside. No good that time.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And here we go. From deep three-point territory. Oh, he hit it!
How did that go in?
How about the range on that jumper?
From deep three-point land. No good. Shot missing. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Delivering the blowout. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. We've got Courtney, and it's Morgan in at the point. They set the pick. Shields gets it to go from beyond the arc.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
Courtney, the pass to Zizic. Fires the three. No good from Courtney.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
Yeah, you know, we've seen a much different version of him in this half, guys. He's been sharper, more focused, and more assertive.
Kaycock, the pass to Courtney. Lets it go from deep. The shot, no good.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him and just came up short on the triple.
Shields. Those three-pointers off the mark. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. No good from Courtney. Shields. Great look, but off the mark. Here's Zizic. Pass to Morgan. The three. That shot, no good. Shields. Back to Mirotic. From deep three-point land, the long-distance three is buried.
This guy is simply having a great game from outside.
Fires from way outside, and it's Zizic with the rebound. Zizic has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Puts up a deep three. Mirotic grabs the miss. Mirotic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Shields. And that's good for 2. He has 29. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's Courtney. Lets the 3 fly. Traps in the tray.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Knocks down the 3 ball. Courtney's got 9 points now in just the second half.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
1:53 left in the game. This one for 3. Mirotic grabs the miss. From deep 3-point territory. They get the rebound. From deep 3-point land. He's off on that one. 1:24 left to play in the final quarter. Shields. Pass to Balmoro. Takes a 3. It's good from long range.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Morgan. Pocket 6. Fires away from way outside. Rebounded by Balmoro. Shields. Pass to Mirotic. From outside the arc. 19 seconds left in the game. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Fires from way outside. And so they get the victory here at home. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage.
Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up, and this is Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Allie LaForce, our reporter tonight. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And it's Jones in at the one. Defended by Jones. And there's the screen. He buries it from three.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Ntilikina. Puts up a three. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Here's Bellinelli. Shot from the wing. The rebound by Bonga. And just about a minute into this first quarter, Jones misses. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. I asked him how he plans to slow down Paolo Banchero, and coach told me, look, he's an all-star, so you've got to guard him with your whole team. He's big, he's strong, he can punish you down low, but he's also quick and has the ability to beat you on the perimeter. They'll have to be disciplined tonight, B.A.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Here's Ntilikina. From deep. Offensive rebound. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Almost converts despite the contact.
Jones hits them both. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Here's Bellinelli.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure. And there's a pick. Three-pointer. Hits the three-pointer.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Defended by Jones. Oh, yikes, not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that. Jones from outside. Drains the triple.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Here's Bellinelli. Shot is up. Jones grabs the board.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder.
2 minutes remaining.
They need this. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. Here's Bonga. Knocks down the long J.
I just love the ball movement.
1:46 left to play in the first. Here's Bellinelli. Fires the three. Jones grabs the board. Jones has got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Bonga. To the inside. Jones with the ball. Outside Jones. 6 on the shot clock. There's a screen. The 3. Here's Bonga. Launches it. And it won't go. His first miss. He's 2 of 3 now. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Well, he's got that height advantage, and out on the perimeter, a smaller defender is just not going to contest.
Now here's Jones. And he jams it home with authority.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. From behind the arc. Jones grabs the board. Jones has got 5 rebounds in the game. Fires from deep. That's good from Jones. And the assist from Jones. Jones has got 6 points.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Here's Bellinelli. Off target from outside.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
And it's Bonga missing. Takes a 3. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
And just nails the 3. Way to close the quarter.
Well, you love nailing the last second shot. Always a...
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Up by 8. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Yeah, showing grit on the glass is a good way to gain an advantage. They controlled the boards in the first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
And it's Bonga in at the 3. Here's Ntilikina for 3. It's hauled in by Kaycock. They set the pick. And a miss there on the triple. And it's Ntilikina in at the 2-guard spot. Jones sets a screen. The 3-ball. Got a piece of it. And here's the fast break. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Washington outside. And it falls all over the rim and in. Pass to Morgan. Takes the 3. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. Puts up a 3. And it's Washington missing. Here's Morgan. This one for 3. Hits the trifecta.
And it just sinks it over the taller defender. That's why you have to crowd shooters on the perimeter.
Yeah, that effort just not good enough, because even if that defender was a bit taller, the shooter already locked in.
And credit the defense. Excellent contest. Made that a tough shot.
Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Pokashevsky. Washington with the ball. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Here's Lundberg. Zizic with the rebound.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Come on.
And they'll get another chance. Pass to Morgan. 6 to shoot. Beyond the arc. Gets the 3-ball to go. Morgan's got 7 points.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Here's Lundberg. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
To the left wing. From the arc. Nails it from 3.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Washington outside. Fires the 3. Zizic with the rebound.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
Morgan on target from range. Morgan's got 10 points in the quarter.
In today's NBA, you have to stretch the floor if you want to win. They have loads of confidence from three-point land right now.
Oh, he dialed that one up from long distance.
An excellent job of taking what the defense is given.
He's guarded by Washington. Puts up a deep 3. They get it again. Pass to Kaycock. They set the pick. And another shot. Here's Morgan. Off the mark there with a 3. Here's Lundberg. It's intercepted. They push it up 4 on 3. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. That shot off.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
He shoots. That shot, no good.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Up 3. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Taking a look at the visitors, they've underperformed thus far, but they're still tremendous. Now comes the hard part.
As the half went on, you could see they were forcing shots, rushing things. You have to stay patient.
And be unpredictable.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the...
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. There's a screen. Pass to Bellinelli. From deep. Sends it home from three-point land. Bellinelli's got 5 points.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And it's Bonga in at the small forward position. Knocks it down from distance.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
The three is up. Bellinelli can't hit.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
From outside, off the mark. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play to the middle. Jacks up a three. Drills it from deep. Give him 8 points now.
Yeah, draw the D in, kick it out for the open shot. That's taking the page straight out of your textbook. Well done.
Oh, got that one up quick.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Now here's Jones, tightly guarded, from deep, from beyond the arc, and then some. Jones has got 9 points here in the second half.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And Bellinelli gets it to go.
I mean, could we say he was playing possum a bit there in the first half? Because seems to be a different guy out there, way more assertive.
Jones feels it out. Pass to Bonga. Puts up a deep three. It's hauled in by Bellinelli. Bonga is gone just 1 of 5 from the floor. Let's go with a three. They get it back.
A fundamental footwork and boxing out there that allowed him to rip that ball right off the rim.
Jones from outside. It's hauled in by Bellinelli.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Here's the three. No, 4 for 9 from the floor now. It's a neck-and-neck game in Miami. Pass to Ntilikina. Fires for 3. He's off on that one. Ntilikina's gone 1 for 3 on the night.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Here's Bellinelli. 11 points in the game. And the three-pointer goes. Bellinelli's got 14 points for the game.
What an incredible ankle breaker to help create space for his shot.
Here's Ntilikina. Offline with a three. Ntilikina's gone 1 for 4 from the field. For the lead. Jones grabs the board. Jones has got rebound number 8 now. Pass to Ntilikina. Jones sets a screen. Here's Bonga. Three-pointer off the mark. Bonga has gotten just 1 of his 6 shots to fall here. Nails it from beyond the arc. He's got 11.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Jones from outside. And that bucket makes him 6 for 10 in the contest.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
Here's Bellinelli. He's got 14. 5 on the clock. Over Jones. And that one hits the back iron.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Bellinelli. There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter. And that one's good. Outside Jones. From behind the arc. Counted from distance. Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
And the game's still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Up by 1. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of... And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
Here's Bellinelli. Fires from deep. Shot no good. Bellinelli's gone 5 for 13 tonight from the floor. From outside the arc. Sinks the tray.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row. That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
On defense, the visiting team. Here's Morgan. Pass to Zizic. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. Buries it from 3.
And he's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Washington outside. Now here's Pokashevsky. The 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
No problems knocking that one down. They're just trying to hold on to this lead, Grant.
And right now, you just can't afford to be careless.
The 3 from Washington. Zizic with the rebound. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Off target from three-point range. Here's Lundberg. Tried to tip it in, couldn't get it. The 3 doesn't go that time.
And his struggles have been apparent. Unable to make an impact scoring the ball.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Here's the pick. Here's Pokashevsky. Pure from three-point range. Pokashevsky's got 6 in the quarter.
How about the 7-footer out there knocking down threes? Poku from distance.
The offensive rebound. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Alexei Pokashevsky. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
From downtown.
And the length of Pokashevsky coming through just traps you and kind of eclipses you with that wingspan.
No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
Washington outside. Misses the 3. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the 4th. Sinks it from distance. There's a minute 34 left in the final quarter. Picked by Pokashevsky. It's Pokashevsky on the wing. It's Pokashevsky on the wing. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Fires the 3. The shot that time not on target.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
With the defense trying to protect the interior, he pulls at the arc and drains it.
50 seconds left to play in the 4th. Launches it. That one no good.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
Really left him alone that time.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Fires from way outside. He can't get it to go. 17 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. It's hauled in by Kaycock.
Oh, man. Did not see that going in.
How about that?
You never know.
And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. Just a gutsy performance on the...
Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Washington, and it's Davies in at the 5 down low. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Now, here's Washington. From past the arc. That shot missing. Shields. No good on the 3. Ntilikina looking it over. Over in the corner, Washington. Shot clock at 5. Here's the 3. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Shields tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. Now, we spoke briefly about how critical it is to slow down Paolo Banchero. Coach said he can be a force on offense when he gets a couple to fall. The energy and effort from our guys has to be high if we want to contain him. We'll see if that team can contain Banchero out there, guys. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's Balmore. Will it go? Davies grabs the miss. Got a piece of it. Shields drills the three-pointer.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Pass to Davies. Here's Bonga. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Ntilikina. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. Shields. And the 3 off target.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. A putback. Pass to Balmoro. And here is Brooks. Here's Balmoro from downtown. Davies grabs the miss. Davies has got 4 rebounds in this game. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Ntilikina. Pass to Washington. Off target from three-point range. Shields. And a miss there on the triple.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Bonga, no good. Brooks against Washington. Brooks, the pass to Balmore. To the left side wing. Lots of room. And it falls over the rim and in.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Ntilikina kicks to Davies. Misses and the dry spell continues. Launches a 3. Bonga pulls it in.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Shields. Nailed from three-point land. He has 6. Now, here's Washington. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Gets it off. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And with each made 3, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
Bo Kuszewski is out there with Jones. Then it's Jones. And it's Lundberg in at the 2. Outside Mirotic. Over to the left wing. They set the pick. No good from outside. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And Jones slams it in.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. To the middle. And they're pushing it up. And Jones slams it in.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. To halt the run. And Jones pulls it down.
Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Here's Lundberg. Trains the three-pointer.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
Mirotic's shot is off.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Outside, Jones. Screen by Jones. They get it back. Pass to Lundberg. Sinks the three-pointer. Lundberg's got 6.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Defended by Jones. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
And he sinks the second.
3 shots.
And he makes all 3.
And he didn't go to the line once in the first half. But now he's figuring out how to draw contact and get himself to the line.
Here's Lundberg. He's got 6. Pass to Pakusevsky. Now here's Jones. For 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Jones has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Over to the wing. There's the triple. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Mirotic passes to Quizer.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Mirotic the screen for the 3. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Pass to Lundberg. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And that's sort of a picture of what not to do on those last 2 possessions. They're being way too loose with the ball.
Inside. Here's the screen. And here's Mirotic from beyond the arc. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Takes the 3. Lundberg grabs the rebound. Pass to Jones. Jones sets the pick for Jones. Lundberg. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Out to the right wing. And here is Mirotic. Jacks up a 3. Trains it from beyond the arc. Mirotic has got 6.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Jones for 3. The shot, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without fouling.
Here's the break. Jones, it's good on the putback.
And doing much better now in that first quarter, converting less than 30% of their field goal opportunities, bouncing back nicely here in the second.
Back to Mirotic. From the arc. Hands it from downtown. He's got 9.
Yet another three. Once we hit the second quarter, it just seems as if those threes just started to fall like raindrops.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime.
The visiting team
Leading by 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Fellas, I was just wondering if you played in the league these days, what do you think would be different compared to when you did play?
Oh, my goodness. I like their follow-through on the offensive end, not taking the shots and walking away. They're hunting for those second-chance opportunities there, Shaq.
That'll do it for our show.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Brooks, left side. Pass to Bologna. For the tie. Davies grabs the miss. Davies has got his 6th rebound on the night.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Ntilikina out there with Washington. And it's Davies in at the 5, roaming the paint. So starting the second half, here's who Phil Jackson has on the floor. Got that one up quick.
An active passer with good awareness. When Ntilikina spots the open teammate, he gets it to him.
Pass to Bologna. Puts up a 3. Davies grabs the miss. Bologna's gone 1 of 4 from the field. Here's Bunga. A 3-pointer, no good. To the right side. Shields. Offensive rebound. Pass to Brooks. Just 5 to shoot. 3-pointer. Hits it from 3-point range.
Well, that's now his 3rd triple of the game. First here in this second half.
Here's Bunga. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Shields. Misses the 3.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
There's the pick. Here's Bunga. Connects from 3-point range. Bunga's got 9.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Bunga's gotten half of his 3-pointers to fall for him. 3 of 6 on the night. Launches a 3. He can't get it to go.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Ntilikina kicks to Davies. Offline with his 3. And here comes the break. Shields. And rebounded by Davies.
Well, he is desperately trying to get something going, but this has not been his night. They need to consider making an adjustment.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Now here's Brooks. No scoring in this one. From past the arc. Hits the 3-point foul.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Ntilikina's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. To the wing right side. Here's Bologna. Nice form on the 20-footer. Bologna's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Bunga, the pass to Davies. Here's Washington. Brooks covering. There's a screen. Shoots. And it's Washington missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Shields. A three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Pass to Davies, takes a three, and the three ball is good. Davies has got his first 3 points of the game.
And they have been relentless from deep, and you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Here's Balmar. Shields. There's the three. They get the rebound. Out to Brooks. Shields. Off target with his three. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Up by 10. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Yeah, well, he looked like a pass-first point guard on this assist. Incredible instinct to feel the play develop and set up the score.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. They've got Jones. Jones is out there with Pokuševski. And it's Lundberg in at the two-guard spot. Takes the three, and he's good on the three ball.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest every time.
Jacks up a three. The three-pointer is right on target.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Launches it. And Jones pulls it down. Jones has got his 6th rebound on the night.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And it's off from three-point range. Here's Lundberg. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Lundberg's got 6 points in the quarter.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Tips it. Great positioning on the putback.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
It's tipped. And that's going to be out of bounds. And they retain possession.
Well, that's just a careless pass. He's lucky that was just deflected and not picked off.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. And here's Mirotic from beyond the arc. And Jones pulls it down.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
From outside the arc, buries the long-range jumper.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Shoots the three. Pokuševski grabs the miss. Pokuševski's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Jones for 3. He can't hit that time. Jones has gotten only 1 of his 3s to drop for him. He's got 5 attempts. Defended by Jones. From the arc. Sinks the triple.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
they can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Jones, no luck.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game from three.
Miricic, the screen. Drills it from outside.
Well, that's basically a warm-up three for him. The defense can't allow him that caliber of attempt.
Jones, no one around him. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. To the inside. Here's Gozier. 1:16 left in the fourth. 5 on the clock. Pass to McCormick. Got a piece of it. Takes a shot at the elbow. Miricic's shot is off.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
There's 53 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Defended by Jones. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. No good with the triple. A three for Miricic. Buries it from three-point range. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Lundberg. Launches it from deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Visiting club takes the win on the road. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exact.
To kick off the weekend with the NBA on 2K Sports. With two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Oh, Brooks with the steal. And they're on the run. The three is up. Over to the left wing. Gets an open look and hits it.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach, who told me that one key will be holding James Harden in check. He said they don't want to let Harden get too much penetration, and when he does drive the lane, they're going to shade him left and force him into his weaker right hand. It's a strategy teams have used on Harden before, so we'll see how effective it is tonight.
As always, Allie, we thank you. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. They swipe it. On the break. From deep three-point land. No luck on that one.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Here's Balmaro. Fires hitting the triple.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
They set the screen. Here's Bellinelli. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
And talk about payback. He hits the revenge triple.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire. A little bit of pride at stake.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
4-3. He drops it from range. And this game is tied up now.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance. Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Here's Bellinelli. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Back to Brooks. They set a pick. Clock at 6. Drops in the 3.
The three-pointer becomes a very high percentage shot when he's that wide open. You gotta get a hand in his face.
1:49 left to play in the first. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. Knocked away. Brooks defending. There's the triple. Knocks down the triple.
3 points.
1:21 left to play in the first quarter. Puts up a deep 3. That's another miss. 1 for 7 in this contest. Brooks defending. Pass to Bellinelli. There's a screen. Just 5 on the clock. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
And it's off from 3-point range.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
And there's the 8-second violation as they can't get it across half court in time. There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter. 3-pointer. The shot no good.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
3-pointer. And he can't get that one. Fast break. Here we go. Looking to get it going. And no good.
And for him, that's a great look. Expect him to go right back to it if it's available.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
And at the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. They lead. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
I think across the board, a number of guys have done a great job guarding multiple positions.
Lets the 3 fly. He drops it from range. Pass to Mirotic. And they're pushing it up. Here's Kaycock. There's the 3. From deep 3-point land. And it's Morgan missing. And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Makes it. What range from downtown. This one for three. Sinks it from distance. He has 6.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
He hits the second from the line. And he makes all 3.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
They set the pick. Fires from deep. And doesn't connect. That miss makes him 2 for 5. From outside the arc. Zizic with the rebound.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
From outside, off the mark.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
From deep three-point range, the shot won't fall. Here's Morgan. No points yet, and the officials will call the illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
From the arc. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Slow defensive rotation, causing a breakdown along the perimeter.
From deep. Pure from three-point range.
And talk about payback. He hits the revenge triple.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire, a little bit of pride at stake.
Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Personal foul, second team foul.
The first one falls.
At the line for your home team. Taking 3.
Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
2 minutes remaining.
There's a screen.
2 minutes.
Inside. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. The 3 ball. And he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. No good. Unable to win this run.
And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Fires the 3. Zizic with the rebound. Counted from distance. 9 points in the game.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
To the middle. Here's Mirotic. The 3 is up. He drains that one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
They've really gotten away from the three-point shot as they've pulled out in front.
Launches it. Offensive rebound. 3-pointer. Here's Zizic. Launches a 3. Knocks it down from distance. It's all knotted up.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's the pick. Off the mark there with a 3. Beyond the arc. Doesn't go for him. And so it's tied as we head to halftime. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Visiting team, 26.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Oh, he tries a three. That shot missing. The deep three. Brooks outside. They set the pick. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bolmaro. And the three-pointer goes. Bolmaro's got 6.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Here's Bellinelli. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
On the wing, Brooks. The three. Pass to Bolmaro. They shoot again. Misses off the right iron.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Brooks defending. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Here we go. Launches it from deep. Pass to Bolmaro. 6 to shoot. Hits a three-pointer. He has 6.
Well, that's his second 3 of the game. 1 in the first half, 1 here.
Here's Bellinelli. 6 points for him. And there's the screen. Drops in the 3. Bellinelli's gotten his 3rd basket of the night. Bellinelli's gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Shot from the top of the key. And he connects with a jumper.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. And that misses. That would have put him up. Outside for Brooks. From downtown. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. And after an outstanding month of games, he's earned this honor. Your Eastern Conference Player of the Month.
He's a great example of what a modern big looks like. He's so much more than just a big in the paint, and that versatility is a big part of what makes him such an outstanding player.
For the lead. No luck on that one.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's the 3. Hits the trifecta.
Challenging this D with the 3 ball. That's his 2nd from distance this half. And he also hit 1 in the first half, too.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Great open look there.
3.
Here's Bolmaro. He has 6. And there's a pick. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. He's got 14.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
To the right side. Here's Bellinelli. Nails it from beyond the arc. Bellinelli's got 12.
Another triple for him. 3 in the second half, 4 total. Keep shooting it.
For the lead. Drains the triple.
Nice move to get inside and create a good look for himself.
They get it back.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Fires the 3. Fires in the triple.
All of a sudden, he's balling. Halftime adjustments successful so far.
Brooks defending. 3-pointer. Missed it. 4 for 7 so far in this one. Had the space there, but it's offline. He can't get that one to fall. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game thus far. Up 2. And time to step away quickly, but 3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. From deep 3-point land. It's hauled in by Kaycock. Kaycock's got 5 rebounds in the game. Jacks up a 3. Here's Morgan. Drills it from deep. Morgan's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Neither team able to take a hold of this game.
Yeah, it's been a tight one. Numerous lead changes, very competitive.
Mirotic can't get it to go.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
It's stolen. Got a piece of it. It's a one-on-one situation. Right wing. Just 5 to shoot. Fires for 3. No good.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
To the right side.
Away team foul. Number 24. First personal foul. First team foul.
Just over a minute played here in the 4th. The 3 is up. Offensive rebound. And the 3 off target. There's the triple. Gets the 3 to fall. Neither team able to build a lead and sustain it.
After 6 lead changes, it feels like it could come down to one big play.
They set a pick. Here's Morgan. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Takes the 3. And it's Mirotic with the rebound.
Sometimes you just have an off day, and this is one of those games for him.
4-3. Can't get it to drop.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Pass to Kaycock. 4th quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now.
In the first half, he was on fire from range, but he hasn't knocked one down since.
Knocks down the long J.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
All sorts of time. Puts up a 3. And it's Mirotic with the rebound.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
From deep 3-point land. minute 15 left in the fourth. Shot clock at 6. The three-pointer off the mark. Sends it home from three-point land. Coming down the stretch, it's still anyone's game.
Incredible effort and energy on both sides. These guys must be gassed.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Shot's good by Morgan. So it's the home team now. They set the screen. Pass to McCormick. Let's go with a three. Buries it from 3.
And just a huge answer right there with a 3 of their own. And the crowd now is in a frenzy.
.54 seconds left in the game. And connects from downtown.
Big time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch. When you're not in rhythm with the three ball, why do you keep firing from there?
And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Clock at 6. Oh, the trifecta!
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge joining us courtside. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Hackett, defended by Jones. Clyburn. Good on the triple.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Ntilikina. Over Bellinelli. Ntilikina can't hit. And here they come. Here's Hackett. The offensive rebound. Pass to Sangelia. Now Bellinelli. Fires for three. Good on the three-point shot.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And rebounded by Davies.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
For the three. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
Hackett. And the three ball is good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Jones from outside. Cans it from downtown.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
It's tipped. And it ends up out of bounds, and they'll keep possession. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. From downtown, Bunga hits the bucket.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
I was able to talk with Phil Jackson for just a minute. Now, Coach told me the key is to stay disciplined on defense, especially when guarding James Harden. He said James is special offensively. He's a master at manipulating defenses and drawing fouls. Of course, they don't want to give him easy points at the foul line. Guys?
Thanks, David. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. They're struggling to keep up.
And we'll see if they can turn things around, Kevin. On this trip, they can't continue to come up empty.
Shengelia the pass to Hackett. Fires the three, and he's good on the three ball. 6 points for him.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
It's stolen by Bellinelli. And here's the break. Drops in the tray off the fast break.
There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a three like that, but now it's a great decision, and it paid off.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Off target from three-point range. Bellinelli's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Puts up a 3. That shot is no good, and he's 1 for 3 from the floor. Pass to Shengelia. Lets it go from deep. A three-pointer is right on target.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
They set the screen. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Bellinelli. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Sinks the three-pointer. Bellinelli's got 6 points.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Here's Ntilikina. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And the key for Ntilikina is shooting with confidence, especially when it comes to his perimeter game.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Hackett, defended by Jones. No good from the wing.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Up 8. And the second quarter will be on the way when... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Their points came almost exclusively from beyond the arc. And as this game continues, that should open up the floor for the rest of their offense.
We've got Zizic, and it's Kaycock in at the 4 slot to the left wing. Beyond the arc. And it's Zizic with the rebound. Here's Courtney, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Not a problem. First turnover of the game, but overall, I like how they're taking care of the basketball.
Here's Lundberg. Over in the corner, Washington. Here's Pakusevsky. Drills it from outside.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Here's Courtney. And the three off target. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Pushing it up. Fires from deep. A nice shot by Morgan. Morgan's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. From deep, Washington. That one's not going to go. Here's Morgan. Pass to Kakon. Here's Courtney. Fast break, here they come. From deep, Washington. Sinks the triple.
The transition three. It's part of the new NBA. And when he's taking them, it's a great shot.
Stripped it away. Here's Lundberg. Scoreless thus far. Here's the three. Unable to get that one. Here's Morgan. He's covered by Washington. Pass to Kakon. Right wing. They set the pick. For three. Pakusevsky grabs the miss. Washington, that's for two. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Washington's gone 1 of 3 on the night. And here we go. Carries it from three-point range. Washington's got 6 points.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Pass to Morgan. A three ball. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. The three. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Yeah, and the defense has been on their back heels with the way they've been running the ball up the floor.
Courtney, that's good.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your three, and I'll raise you another 3.
There's 1:38 left in the first half of the game. Shot clock at 6. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Morgan. He's covered by Washington. The 3. Trains it from beyond the arc.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
Lets the 3 fly. Courtney grabs the board.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3 ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Courtney's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Lundberg. His 3-pointers off the mark. There's 38 seconds left here in the second. Morgan the pass to Courtney. Here's Kakon to the wing on the left. Shoots. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
And here's Washington outside. Drills the 3-pointer. Washington's got 9 points.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Courtney can't get it to go. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Up by 4. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Hold on, I just got an alert on my phone. Ooh, half off bowling after the game tonight. Who's in?
The bench has stepped up to where I could see a couple of those guys closing out this game.
Yeah, we'll see how the second half goes, but they may have earned.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Jones is out there with Ntilikina, and it's Davies in at the 5. And that's the group for Phil Jackson as we begin the second half. From deep, nailed from three-point land. He's got 12.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
From deep three-point territory. Right side, Jones. Pass to Davies. Three-pointer. Rebound by Shingelia. Davies has gone 1 of 3 on the night. Lets it go with the 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
They set the pick. Ntilikina gets the bucket. Ntilikina's got his second basket of the night.
An average threat from beyond the arc. Ntilikina needs to keep working on that part of his game.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Here's Lundberg. Nothing on the board. Pass to Ntilikina. Tries it from 19, and the shot is good.
A nice start to the second half. They've made 3 out of their first 4 shots coming out of the break.
And the wide open shot from Bellinelli. From outside, off the mark. A tight game here in New York. Ntilikina passes to Bonga. For the lead. Doesn't get it to drop for him. That's a 2 from Bellinelli, and that one's on target from the wing. Bellinelli's got 8 points.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
It's stolen. And here they come. Clyburn. No good on the triple. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Ntilikina passes to Bonga. Here's the screen. This one for 3. Rebound by Shingelia. Shingelia's got 4 rebounds in this game. Fires the 3. Good on the triple. 15 points in the game.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
A shot by Lundberg. No good. Puts up a deep 3. Offensive rebound. Down low. 6 to shoot. Clyburn gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
They need this. Hits it from three-point range. Bonga's got his second basket.
And that's on the defense there. Gotta know the scouting report and understand that he loves his shot.
To the paint. Out to the wing. Clyburn trains the three-pointer. .115 left to play in the third. Pass to Ntilikina. The tray. It's good from long range. Ntilikina's got 9.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
Outside, Bellinelli. Davies grabs the miss. Davies has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Bonga's gone 2 for 5 tonight. 34 seconds left in the third quarter. Bellinelli for 3. The shot will not fall.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
16 seconds left in the third quarter. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. It could go. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? They lead by... And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. We've got Courtney, and it's Zizic in at the 5, roaming the paint. There's the triple. Akusevsky grabs the miss.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Courtney, that's good.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And here's Washington outside. The putback is no good. Here's Courtney. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Had the space there, but it's offline.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
No good from the wing.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
And here's Washington outside. And he recovers it. Here we go, one-on-one. They get it back. Pass to Courtney. From past the arc. They get it back. Here's Kaycock. Jacks up a 3. Traps in the tray.
That's just unfair with that advantage height-wise. You can just shoot over him from deep.
Washington passes to Partizan. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
From the arc. Courtney can't get it to go.
And let's be honest, they're winning in spite of his atrocious shooting performance.
Jones sets the pick for Washington. No good on the 3.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
Here's Morgan. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Morgan's gone 1 of 4 from distance. Jones for 3. Washington, that's for 2. And it's Zizic with the rebound. Zizic just got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Connects from 3-point range.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
And the officials into the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
Morgan the pass to Kaycock. And a miss there on the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Akusevsky with the bucket.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Courtney, and Jones pulls it down.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Here's Morgan. That three off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. From deep Washington. Courtney grabs the board.
That is not the shot they needed there. You got to work it around and get a better look.
There's a screen. Takes the three. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Unstoppable. He has got it on automatic out there.
It's in! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Pass to Kaycott. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to...
Whoa! Big-time shot!
No, he didn't. I don't think I have ever seen anything like that in my career. Wow!
It's deflected.
No time to waste on this possession.
Clock working against them right now.
Good! What a beautiful shot to bring them to within 3. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock. And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
That shot off. Puts up a deep 3. The shot, no good. The visiting club takes the win on the road. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for
Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Nails it from three.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Pass to Brooks. That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one. Washington against Brooks. Shoots. And no good to start tonight. Missing his first attempt there. For three. The three. Gets the three ball to go.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
Again and again.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Plenty of space. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer, no good.
And maybe they're a little too excited today. They need to settle down. They've opened up 1 for 4.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. From behind the arc. On the wing, Brooks. Second shot opportunity. Takes a three. Lets the three fly. He's guarded by Washington. Missed it, even after all of those chances.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
Sinks the tray.
Yeah, I like the feel Milan showed there. I mean, nice sense of where he was and what was available.
Here's Balmaro. Down low. Stripped away. In transition, here they come. Ball's going up the court. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pass to Washington. Lets it go from deep. He buries it from 3.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
There's a screen. Ball stolen. In transition. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. On the wing, Brooks. It's stolen by Washington. Here's Bonga. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it. Bonga's got 7 points in the game.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And down it goes. 2 points. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. I asked him what he told his team in regards to how to guard Paul George tonight. He told me Paul is a tremendous player. I told our guys that when he's attacking, we need to help one another out. It has to be a team effort defending him. So it sounds like he'll be sending plenty of defenders PG-13's way.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. These are his first free throws of the game, and he drops the first.
At the line for the away team, Brooks.
And Brooks drops them both.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
1:09 left to play in the first quarter. Connects from downtown. He's got 6.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
From deep. And he gets it to fall. 3 for 8 in this one.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Over to the wing. The 3 from Washington. On target from range. Washington's got his second basket of the night.
Well, if you let him shoot freely, you're going to give up a lot of trays.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Balmaro no good. Ntilikina, the pass to Bonga. Here's Ntilikina. From the arc. And it's Bonga missing. They set a pick. Got it off in time. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Up by 12. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
They've got Alexei Pokusevski, and it's Jones in at the point. Pulls it. And it's Mirotic with the rebound.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
They've got Alexei Pokusevski, and it's Jones in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Yeah, he was one step late that time.
Outside Jones. Lets the three fly. He can't hit that time. They've got Alexei Pokashevsky, and it's Lundberg in at the 2. Jones in the... Oh, my goodness! Powered it home!
Did you see it? Redunculous! Bringing the house down!
Defended by Jones. To the wing, right side. Out to the right wing. Takes the 3. Pass to Mirotic. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
5 to shoot. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Picked by Pokashevsky. Can't hit that one.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
And that one's good. Mirotic.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Pass to Jones. For 3. The putback. It doesn't go for him. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. 3-pointer off the mark. Here's Lundberg. No made baskets yet. Drains the triple. Here's the pick. There's the triple. Offensive board. Pass to McCormick.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Jacks up a 3. Pure from 3-point range. 5 points in the game.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Jones sets a screen. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. McCormick with a rebound. Defended by Jones. Here's the 3. It's deflected. And he recovers it. Pass to McCormick. Six on the shot clock. Drills it from deep.
You know, if they're looking for stops, they can't give it back on the defensive glass.
1:09 left to play in the second quarter. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. A tight one here in New York City. That's short off the rim.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
Fires the 3. Buries it from 3.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Pass to Mirotic. 3-pointer. Jones grabs the board.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Knocks it down from distance.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Defended by Jones. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Puts up a 3. And the 3-pointer goes.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Deflected. And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
Substitution on the court.
5 ticks left in the second. 3-pointer, Brooks. Not going to go that time. And so that brings the first half to a close. Up by 12. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Well,
I think it's fair to say we know how this probably is going to shake out. But crazier things have happened.
now looking at where we stand after 2 quarters, it has been a difficult game for the visiting team.
This has been...
And that's a wrap on.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Pulls it from the corner. Unable to get that one.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Washington passes to Ntilikina. This one for 3. Nails it from 3. Ntilikina's got his first 3 points of the game.
Man, good to see Ntilikina square up from deep. Has the size and touch needed to knock home these threes.
Here's Balmaro. And a miss there on the triple. And here's the fast break. The 3 is up. Hits a 3-pointer. Ntilikina's got 6.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Sends it home from 3-point land. 11 points in the game. Boy, we're seeing inspired play out of them.
And that's certainly reflected in the score.
Launches a 3. Balmaro grabs the board. Balmaro's got 4 rebounds now. They set the pick. Fires the 3. The shot, no good.
Since halftime, they've missed 3 of their first 4 shots. Still trying to get their legs under them.
Here's Washington. It's tipped. They retain possession. Count the basket. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. That shot off the mark.
And I'm sure this isn't how they drew it up at the half. Only 1 for 5 here in the third quarter.
Here's Ntilikina. No good from outside. Brooks from outside. Knocks down the long J. Brooks has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Pass to Bonga. Beyond the arc. Sinks the tray.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
On the wing, Brooks. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
They get it back to the left side wing.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Drops one in from the wing.
He kicks it out, takes advantage of the open space. That'll leave a defense scrambling.
And it's Bonga missing. 1:46 left in the third. Launches it. Washington grabs the miss.
He just keeps firing away from distance. I know he's trying to get himself heated up, but at what cost?
From deep. They get the rebound. Pass to Balmaro. The 3. Drops in the 3. Balmaro's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. They set the screen. The 3 ball. Here's Bonga. A quick shot there. It's off target. 1:04 left to play in the third. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. Washington with the ball. Checked by Brooks. Washington with the ball. He's got 6. Great look, but off the mark.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Washington's got 8 points. Pass to Brooks. Puts up a deep three. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Alexei Pokashevsky, and it's Jones in at the center position. The deep three. No good on the shot.
Every player goes through this. When your shots aren't going down, it can ding your confidence.
Fires for 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
You want to run your offense through him. A reliable scoring option.
Puts up a deep 3. The long distance 3 is buried.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
No good on the triple.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
They set the pick. Boy, he just hasn't been able to get a shot to fall.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
And Lundberg gets it to go. Lundberg's gone 2 for 3 from the field. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Fires in the triple. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
Pass to Mirotic. The 3 is up. Jones grabs the board. Here's Lundberg. From deep 3-point range. Sinks it. What range from downtown. There's the 3. Jones grabs the board. Jones has got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Lundberg's shot is off. Here's Mirotic. Pokashevsky covering. Out left to the wing. Off target from outside. Here's the break. Here's Lundberg. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
From outside the arc. He drops it from range.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And here's Jones. 3-pointer. And it's Mirotic with the rebound. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. From behind the arc. Sinks it from distance.
3.
Now Jones. Back to Pokashevsky. From deep 3-point land. The shot misses. Takes a three. He buries it from three.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
Now here's Jones. From deep. McCormick with a rebound. Jones has gotten just one of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Fires away from way outside. No good. Don't do anything silly. Just ride out the clock.
Yes, if they take their time and execute, the game is all theirs.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires from way outside. McCormick with a rebound.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Yep, I agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
And so the home crowd treated to a win.